Hello everyone, my name is Heather Paulding. I'm the author blogger of Spunky Real Deals, and today I got something so cool. You guys have been begging for it and I have finally gotten around to it. Here it is. I'm going to explain to you step by step on how to whitewash your floors. So here it goes. First of all, let me explain this. So this floor that you see before you is almost 4 years old. 4. So it looks pretty good, right? And let me point out, I have 2 small children and a German Shepherd. Some of it's faring better than others. I'll get to that later, but let's get to step 1. So first of all, let's evaluate your floors. You need to see whether or not you can even whitewash with Annie Sloan chalk paint in the first place. So let me show you what not to do. So I'm going to come over here to my kitchen floor. Whoop. These, yeah, you can see it real clear now. These are sealed. This is pretty decent quality hardwood floors. You do not want to try and whitewash these. This will not turn out well for you. Let's see. Well, nah. Go to my blog and you're going to see basically what it is unfinished pine. So what I started with is a completely unsealed floor. It was just the crappiest quality flooring you could possibly ever put in your home. That's when we moved in, that's what I found. And it was a stark contrast. It was similar color to this lamppost here, but unsealed and unfinished. And it looked awful. It looked absolutely awful. So what I did is I took matters into my own hands. I got some sandpaper, probably, medium grit's good, fine grit would work all right as well. And you want to go through your entire floor back and forth, and you want to sand it first. Lightly sand. You want adhesion to be good. Okay, then you're going to clean your floors. You're going to sweep up all the dust and you're going to clean your floors. You're going to you can get a paint tray. Here, let's go over here. See, I did all of this. Let's go. Whoop. Here we are. A nice paint tray, because I was painting. And you can get a paint tray. Going back. And you can thin out your paint as thin as you'd like. Like I said, I used old white here. It gives a nice warmth. And so you thin it out as thinly as possible. And you're going to rub it into the wood, going not against the grain, going with the grain. Rub it into your wood. Rub that wood, baby. Rub it into your wood. You want to do everything as evenly as possible. Do everything the same. Do your first coat and wait 24 hours before applying a second coat. Why do I say this? Because as it dries, it'll dry unevenly. And you will go back and forth to every corner of the room, and you'll go, oh, this is uneven, this is uneven, this is uneven, when in actuality it's drying, so it's uneven while it's drying. Do an even coat across your entire flooring, evenly, smoothly, and then let it dry. And then go back tomorrow, and if you need to apply a second coat, do that. I believe that I applied 3 coats in total. So it took me a total of 3 days to actually get all the coats down. And so after that, you're going to take a varnish. You're going to go to Home Depot. You're going to get a clear floor sealant. Now, for the application of the chalk paint, you're down on your hands and knees. Woo! You're down on your hands and knees. Yeah, there you go. Down on your hands and knees. And you're getting all the paint rubbed in. For the sealing part, you can use a mop or some sort of applicator in order to seal your floors. Okay? So there we go. And then you're going to seal it with varnish. One coat at a time. You're probably going to want to do 2 or 3 coats. You're going to let each one dry, just like the chalk paint, over 12 to 24 hours. Okay? And then in between your coats of varnish, you're going to take a light sandpaper and sand it a little bit. So your second coat of varnish, number 2 or number 3, will stick. Okay? And be sure when you sand, always sweep up your particulate. The floor always needs to be clean, always needs to be dry before you do anything. It's actually fairly simple if you follow the simple steps of when you're applying the paint. You apply it evenly and you're rubbing it in on the floor. Okay, do not use an applicator for the chalk paint process. You can use it for the varnish process. And as far as upkeep goes, when you have the varnish done, wax it occasionally. See, okay, I'm going to show you what happens when you don't wax. When you don't upkeep with the wax. You see this? Spots. So, which is fine. It's a little chippy. It's okay. But that is exactly what happens if you don't. But interestingly enough, I believe that I can fix this area up. So this gives me another challenge. So for those of you, for instance, this is almost 4 years old floors. You know, most of it looks really nice still. I'm gonna coconut oil this up. Oh, I use coconut oil on this floor, people. It looks awesome. So that's a really good tip. Coconut oil is awesome for taking the crud off your floors and shining them up. So, anywho, what I'm going to try and do is sand this up a little bit. I'm going to rub with some old white to see if I can fill this color in. I think I can do it. And then I'm going to seal it with varnish just like I did back in the day and see what happens. And this might work out. So if it does, I'm going to do a whole nother post on it and video for you guys just so you guys can check it out. If you have any questions, please go to my blog, spunkyrealdeal.com. I'm going to put, because this post is so interesting and so unique to people, I am going to put the actual link to the post in the YouTube video spot, so check it out. And if you have any questions, leave it there for me and I'll answer your questions specifically, because I know, you know, questions come up and I don't get to answering all the specifics during the video, so just let me know, okay? And I appreciate you being with me, and visit spunkyrealdeal.com for all your creative chalk paint do-yourself projects. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.